Well, hey there. How are you? Welcome back. For me, it's first day back after a 2-day weekend, so I feel very, very rested. Hope you're all feeling well. I know not everyone's doing it necessarily every day, Monday to Friday, but anyway, I'm going to say welcome back. I hope you had a restful weekend as opposed to the weekdays. Actually, you know what? Today I think was the first day I actually realised that I get to get up whatever time I want for a while. Don't know why I hadn't realised that before now, but I had, and it's actually pretty cool. So my guilty pleasure now is actually starting to enjoy that element of the lockdown, because let's face it, when am I ever going to rest like this ever again? So that's good. The house is clean. I've even started doing my tax, so winning. Okay, great. So hope you all are well. Hope you're staying safe, staying inside. We'll get through this eventually, you know, might be a while, but we will. So today's warm-up or movement session, limbering session, going to be a bit more lower tempo. So I'm going to start with some taichi-inspired moves and then a bit more sort of sustained conditioning. I just realised I have these in my ears already, that's why I wasn't quite hearing what I was saying. As per usual, please just work within your own limits. So for example, what I mean by that, if I'm doing push-ups and that doesn't work for you, you can either just hold a plank or do a couple of push-ups on your knees. It's better to do 1 or 2 good quality ones and then just hold rather than try and bash out some rubbish ones and potentially injure yourself. So, you know, everything is sort of graduated. You can just pick what's going to work for you, and then hopefully as we go on, you might end up actually getting some more strength as we go. All right, enough from me. Let's do some stuff. Okay, Rupert's on a hot water bottle again today because it is exceptionally Melbourne outside, so probably won't see him. Let's go to day 11's playlist, starting with Billie Eilish, Figure of Power. 3, 2, 1, go. Great. Well, it's going to turn my music up. Lovely. Feet hip width apart. And sinking down. Good. Just take the time to settle. Find where your breath is today as a natural setting. And then just let it start to sink towards the belly. So you're really relaxing the guts, letting them hang out like a nice big Buddha belly. Expanding through the back of the neck. Head's going up. And the butt sinking down. Equal balance between the balls of the feet and the heels. And as you breathe in, imagine you're inflating the whole of the abdomen in every direction like a sphere. And then it just softens again. This doesn't have to be active. It's like the air brings itself in and you deflate and it comes back out again. Keep that going as we bring the arms in, breathing in. Sink the elbows, sink the wrists, breathing out and sink. Head goes up, breathing in. Breathing in. And out. Keep going. Really think about relaxing down these muscles here and dissolving across the chest. So there's no separation between the outside world and yourself. And your shoulder blades can start to float away from the rib cage beneath them. And the hips are sinking downwards on the side. Good. Now blossom the hands to the bottom and rising up, breathing in. Gather and wash down. So remember, as your hands go up, the fingertips are going up, but the shoulders are sinking down, as is the coccyx, the sacrum. Go in your own rhythm, don't have to go with mine. Soften the jaw. Good, and this time we're going to reverse the direction. So we turn, pulling up, and out. So the elbows feel like they're sinking even though they're technically rising. Turn the hands and out. You can look to your hands as you go up. If you like, even give a slight back bend and release down. So draw the breath up through the legs, through the body, and release it out. Good. And this one now, as we release out, what we're going to do is fold all the way over, and you gather from the bottom, draw it up through the body and out. Now this you can either do in 2 breaths or 1. So what I mean by that is you can breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Or do one whole one, so breathing in and out. And do what you feel today, because it might be different every day. Go in your own rhythm. Relax the head. Sink the butt to rise down. It brings you up as you inflate with air. And relax down. One more of those for good measure. Draw the breath up, sinking the butt. Butt sinks, shoulders sink as the hands rise, and release down. Now when you get to the bottom, turning your hips to face the wall, bend the knees, sink the butt, let that rise you up. Breathing in. Turn the other way, breathe out. And keep going in your own rhythm. And relax down, breathing out. Couple more. Sink the butt to rise, inflate the body. And as you relax over, the breath leaves. And again, one more time on this side. And out. Beautiful. As you get to the bottom, it's going to change direction. So rotate the hips around first, bend the knees, sink the butt to rise up, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. 2 more. Really link the breath with the movement. Good. As we get to the bottom this time, just going to breathe into the base of the spine, let that inflate us up, 1 vertebra by vertebra. And raising the elbows up, and then the fingertips. And reverse that. Breathing out all the way down. Empty the lungs, and again we're going to inflate the spine, imagining there's an air pocket between the spine and the muscles. That's what brings you up as you breathe into each of those pockets. And relaxing down, let the body folding over expel the air. One more time, just coming up. And this time, just don't raise the hands. Just coming up, roll the shoulders back. Beautiful. Just going to breathe in, come up onto the balls of the feet, and raise the wrist. Breathe out, come down, but don't let the heels touch the ground. Breathing in, draw the breath up. Woo, stay on balance. And out. Breathing in. And out. Breathe in. I find if there's a lot of angst or frustration in the body, this really starts to work it out. Just keep going with this for a bit. Not suggesting that you have frustration or angst in the body, but I've got some, so let's keep going. go. Just take a moment just to move through the body, pull your pants up. All right, beautiful, hands up. And start by drawing under, so roll the backs of the hands together, breathing in. And blossom out. Unclench your butt cheeks. Draw the breath in through the body, through the feet all the way up, and it blossoms out. Lifting from the head, soften the jaw. Soften the flexors over the hips, let the butt sink down towards the floor. Let the pelvis widen. And let the breath really sink down to the belly, so it's like you're breathing from a mouth that's over your belly button. Good, we're going to reverse the direction now. Draw the breath in and expel through the belly. Each time you do it, let your feet soften onto the floor more. So rather than feeling like you're trying to push yourself away from the floor, just give over so you're nice and heavy, you merge with the ground. Unclench the butt cheeks. Beautiful. Just take a slightly wider stance. Let the butt relax. And bow and arrow. Breathing out. Breathing in. Make sure your elbow stays high here. Doesn't sink down like this. Really imagine you're pulling on a string, a bowstring. You might get an uncomfortable stretch at the top of the forearm. That's okay. As long as it's uncomfortable, not sharp pain. Gonna keep going with this. Just relax the butt. Let the butt cheeks sink down towards the floor so your butt's not climbing up your spine. Couple more. Good. Keeping here. Make sure the knees are over the toes. So you're breathing in. One hand turns like it's wiping something away. The other one turns like you're dancing with a big partner. Make sure this hand stays in front of your chest and it doesn't collapse in. You keep this space. Breathing in. Breathing out. Wipe. Turn as far as your hips can go. Then you can turn the shoulders. Now breathe in. And the other way. Wipe. Breathe out. Breathing in. Soften the butt cheeks. Breathe in. Really unclench over the thighs. Let the sacrum relax down to the floor. Lifting through the top of the head. Don't let that sink down. Chin is slightly tucked. Couple more of these. Good. Just come back to center. Just roll the shoulders very lightly. Okay, back to mother's dance again. Sinking down. Transfer the weight to the ball of the left foot. Breathing in. Breathing out. Heel. Breathing in. Breathing out, and the ball of the foot. The weight is in the ball of the grounded foot, not the heel. Remember, as you bring your foot out, make sure you go as far wide with your stance as you go forwards. If you need to reach the ground, bend on your supporting leg. Now feel like this knee is independent of the body, so it's rising up and down by itself without attaching through here. Good, just place that, stay low and transfer the weight across. Sink down into the ball of the right foot as you raise the left leg, breathing in and out. As you breathe, feel the space in the small of your back. Let it expand with air. Lift up through the head. Good. Transfer back. Sink down to the ball of the left foot. Rise the leg, pull the toe back, stretch out with the heel. And cycle through. So the heel leads out. And lift up through the head. Weight in the ball of the foot on this leg. Soften the belly, soften the jaw. Let the sternum relax until it touches the small of the back. Keep going. Doesn't have to be high when you put this leg out here. Now we're going to reverse the direction. Breathing in and out. Or in your own rhythm, of course. And changing feet, sinking down, rising up. So if all you can push out to is here, that's absolutely fine. Remember, the grounded leg is bent, weight in the ball of the foot. Don't let the knee go past the toe. And we're going to change direction. Take the time now to go around the body and relax the areas you've tensed. Tensed as you're thinking about this. Alright, change back, sink down, and circle. If you want to be fancy, hook the foot forward. So rather than having it out like this, it stays pointing to the front the whole way. And again, this leg's independent of the body, so it doesn't make me turn out as I go. So only do as big a circle as lets you do that. Doesn't have to be big circle this. And now change direction. If your calf of the leg that you're standing on is starting to burn, just think about that burn relaxing down into the floor and the muscle expanding. Lifting up through the head still. Soften the jaw, soften over the diaphragm, and change. Sink down, circle. This is somewhat harder with your phone in your pocket. Yes, saxophone. I've got in excess. If you're playing along at home, you have two. If not, you're missing in excess. And changing direction. Now think about some other little silent tensions that might be coming through the body. For example, under the shoulder blades, over the jaw. Weird places like the top of the lip, the throat. Alright, good. Just start to really gently move that. Don't kick it too vigorously. We want to keep some of that energy in there. Lovely work. Just go a little bit wider and just really softly moving the hips just to get out some of that tension. Good. Just do one rolling down. Work out through the shoulders. Good. Bending the knees, rolling up. And rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Don't put any weight on the foot that you're rolling out. Change direction. Whew. And change. Should be just nice and light on the ankle and the other way. Good. Coming down to bend your knees, feet together. Put the knees in the palms of your hands. And we're going to go circling. Soften the butt cheeks while you're here. Just always soften the butt cheeks. Change directions. Change direction. Good. Both legs contra direction. And change direction other way. Downhill skiing. If you like, you can do this like it's a pantomime. Don't know what that was. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And funny direction. Good. All right, just reaching one hand in the other. Try and touch the ceiling. You can get there. Each time you go a little bit higher. Beautiful. Now try and reach something over there. And then that way. So I'm keeping the nose basically still, but I'm working through the top of the body. Beautiful. Just rolling the head down and give it a shake. Like someone says, do you want to stay in lockdown? You go, no. No, I don't. No, no. And they say, do you want to go out for a walk? Nice and slow. Yes, I do, but don't. Yes, I do. Good. Place your head to one side like you're looking at a piece of artwork you don't quite get. And just start to nod. Like someone says, do you understand it? And you say, yes. Yes, I do. Keep the knees soft. Round the other side, just in case it makes more sense that way and you still pretend you can understand it. Alright, beautiful. Just take us up to the end of your mat. We're going to do some caterpillars. So what these are, going to roll down. And then we walk out into a plank. And then as much as you can, we're going to creep up. Bend the knees, rolling up again. Turning around, going back the other way, rolling down. And creeping up. And creeping, bringing the butt up. Bend the knees, rolling up. A few more of those, rolling down. And out. And up. Bend these, rolling up. And once again. Bend the knees, rolling up. All right, 2 more times. If you're okay, we're going to do a push-up. If not, just hold the plank position. And go down. And up. And walk in. Rolling up. Last time, also with a push-up if you can. And going down. And up. Beautiful. Just going wide with the legs. And just start to pop out one hip then the other. And just start to reach yourself forward as you do this. And gradually getting lower and lower. And just start to make that you're putting your hand towards your foot. So
So you're looking under your armpit, trying to get your foot. If you can start to reach it, that's fine, but don't overstretch. All right, now we're going to stay there and see if you can stretch past that foot. Or as close as you can. If you can reach it, grab onto it and put yourself a little pull to look underneath that arm. Beautiful. And the other leg, other hand. Try and reach it or somewhere along the leg. If you can, give a gentle pull. Nothing too extreme. No extremes today. Good. Bending and straight. Bend. And again. Bend. 2, up. Bend. And up. And then we're going to bend and stay there. Elbows and knees. If you want, you can do a little swing from side to side. If this is too extreme, up here is fine. All right, swinging the leg down. All right, rolling down. Bringing the arms above your head. Engage the stomach, then rolling up. And again, rolling down. You can curve through the spine. And now engage the stomach first, then rolling up. Legs straight. And again, down. And up. And this time all the way over. And again going up. Now as you go down, you can put the arms down by your sides. And then up. Make sure you engage the stomach first before you come up. Going over. Don't have to touch your toes. As far as you can go is fine. And down. Back up. Couple more times. Engage your stomach first. Rolling up. And stretching over. And again. Last time. And this time leaning forwards. And we're going to go back. And then go forwards. And again going backwards. And forwards. Good. Alright, so we're going to sit with our legs out to the side. I don't know where to put this. That should be fine. What we're going to do is bring the leg forward and then to the side. But try not to use your arms and try and keep it level with the floor. Ooh. It's a bit harder on your mat. Alright, if you need the arms, you can. Keep going. It's very hard going slow. Alright, on to your side, and we're just going to lean. Make sure that you're not doing this, extending through the spine. You have a tray of drinks, and offer it to someone on the left-hand side, and then someone on the right-hand side. Do not spill the drinks. We all know how hard it is to get out and go to the shops these days, so don't spill the drinks. Keep going. Alright, now we're going to offer it to some very tall people. Above your head, going up. And up. And up. Alright, there's lots of people, so we're going back to our own level, but going quickly. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More people are there. Keep going. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Rolling down. Good. Both feet up towards the ceiling. And slowly down. 2, 3, 4. Bend the knees, coming back up. And we're going to scissor. Keep it slow. If this is too intense, bend the knee as it comes up so you're doing some cycles. Otherwise, we're going to keep them straight. Make sure that they only have a very small gap between your back and the floor. All right, double time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slow it down. Good. Just hug your knees to your chest and circle. Circle the other way. Lovely. We're going to go elbow to knee and slow. And again. If this is too intense, just raise the knee up. Keeping the shoulder blades on the floor. Again, keep going nice and slow. Try and keep this extended leg close to the ground. Make sure the engagement's through the core and not through the neck. Double time. And double time again. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again. 2 more sets. You can do it. Keep going. Last set. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just relax down. And just really gently wiggle through the hips. Good. Rolling over onto your side. Make sure you're dragging this hip down. Open and close. So this is going straight up towards the ceiling and it's dragging down. So there's a small gap between your side and the ground. If this is okay for you, go up with the feet. If it's not okay, stay on the ground. To get more bang for your buck, squeeze the belly in together. If you're okay with this, we're going to go 1, 2. Otherwise, keep on the level that's comfortable for you. Try and stabilize it. Don't let it go all over the place. Beautiful. Now, just pop your leg in front. I call this one the Hasselhoff. I'm going to pick up this leg and just bounce it. Beautiful. Over the other side. And same again, dragging the top hip down. Make sure they're square with the floor. And open and close. Open and close. If this is okay with you, then we can take the feet off the ground. Keep breathing, drawing the belly in. And if we're doing okay, then we're going to increase it. Otherwise, stay on your level. Stabilize it so you don't wobble all over the place. Good. All right, Hasselhoff. And raise it up. If this is too intense, just hold the leg. Don't have to bounce. Lovely. All right, up on all fours. And sinking down through the trapezius. And sink, 2, and up. And I'm just going to take out the playlist rather than hear the end conversation they have at the end of that song. Good. Sink, 2, up, 2, last time. Beautiful. To finish, just tuck the toes under, lift the butt towards the ceiling, and just walking through a down dog. Make sure your index fingers are aligned. So what I mean by that is you're doing this on the floor. Index fingers are aligned, thumbs are about a thumb width apart from each other, and the shoulder blades are engaged. And just, you can take the feet through a bit of a random movement here, just playing with different placements. You can cross if you like, take it out wide. Always keep the butt bones lifting towards the ceiling. If you want to play with going long and then coming in short again, knock yourself out, not literally. And then just take the knee across the body so that you can stretch through the side of the lats. And really think about sinking that hip down through into the floor. Beautiful. And now settle them down. Heels on the ground, lift the butt towards the ceiling. And try and plaster your thighs on the wall behind you. Breathe into that and relax. Beautiful. Just walk the hands into the feet. Bending the knees. And rolling up. Either breathe in or breathe out as you go, whichever one you find works best for you. As always, 30 minutes flies, doesn't it? Just roll through that just to get rid of the crinkly bits, just go through the elbows. And arms. It's getting a bit more blood. We're going to finish in a second. Just want to do this to finish up. Beautiful, going forwards. And forwards with the elbows. And last thing before we finish up, just gently rotating from the hips. So rotating from the shoulders, keeping the hips facing forwards. Just nice and breezy. So your arms are passive in this movement. It's that because the shoulders are moving, the arms are swinging around, but you're getting a twist through the spine because your hips are trying to stay forwards. Keep going, but just keep the head facing forwards now. So it's just the shoulders rotating, which is what's making the arms rotate. Beautiful. Wow, that's the start of the week. Done. Thank you so much for playing along. Thank you for your photos. I'm loving the pet involvement. I've got a lot of cat and dog photos coming in, so please continue those because they bring me great joy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Lots of love. I shall see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.